Hello, and welcome back to my survival series. This is episode 21, and oops, today we are finally going to be working on the observatory, which I find, I'm going to stop teasing you guys because I keep saying I'm going to do it in the next episode, and then I do something different. So today we're definitely doing it. I did want to show you guys, I finished the sheep farm off camera, and it's been working all right. Got all the different colors, so that's pretty nice. And now you just enter through this little area by going through the main house. That's pretty much all I did off camera. Other than that, I think I got a bunch of gunpowder, which I can show you guys. Uh, it doesn't look like it because I only have 17 rockets, but in my rocket box I now have 7 stacks of rockets. So I've been getting gunpowder in my off time. Other than that, pretty much nothing really new. Uh, but yeah, so we're gonna start on this thing, and I'm gonna put a full warning. It might look awful. Uh, I did a few creative mode testing worlds trial runs, and I I got it to look decent, but no, I realized that no amount of trial and error was going to make me happy with the results in survival. So I figured, you know what? I put it off long enough. We're gonna go for it. So in this episode, uh, that's what we're doing. I hope that it ends up looking pretty decent. Like I said, I got it to look okay. Uh, in the creative mode testing world. I eventually got it to look how I wanted it to look, but it took a lot of trial and error and a lot of mixing stairs with slabs with full blocks. Uh, and so it's like I said, we're gonna just put me in coach. I'm I'm not ready, but I can't delay it any longer. I feel like I've kind of teased you guys with it the past 3 episodes, and I think the last 3 episodes still ended up uh going pretty well. I think they uh I think the 2 adventure episodes, finding a jungle and all that. I think that actually went really well, and I don't think it diminished the what's it called? I don't think it diminished um the watch content at all. I don't know how else to really word that. Uh, I just I just know that I told you guys I was gonna do something and I put it off for a while because I didn't want to do it. I was scared. And as you can see, I am. This is also a really difficult thing to build in survival because of the fact that we're gonna actually replace this really quick with full block so I can. Oh wait, no, I have to do this. Um, but yeah, especially just because I this is my first time really building a shape like this. I am struggling. And creative, it allows you to kind of the nice thing, really nice thing about it is it allows you to fly around and access areas you want to access really easily. Whereas survival, I'm not gonna know really how this looks until the finished product for the most part. Which is a bit of a scary thing to try and do is because you're like, oh, with most things, I can kind of take a step back every now and then and look at it, and this is one of those things that I just have to hope that it's gonna turn out well. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But and that's a very difficult thing for me to live with because I've gone a very long time being like my builds have to be perfect because Well, I'm I'm a good builder. And so by proxy, they have to be perfect because I'm a good builder, so therefore I can build everything. And that's not true in the slightest. Um, but that's kind of my mindset with a lot of these things. I think I need to invert these. Yeah. Okay. Uh, but yeah, so it took me a really long time to just be like, yeah, I don't really know how to do this, but I can't keep putting it off. Especially when like people are giving me suggestions in the comments. I'm like, okay, I can't ask them to give me suggestions and then just like be like, just kidding, never mind, we're not doing that. Um, which is never my intention. It's never my intention to mislead you guys. It was just like I said, I was kind of scared to do this. And I think my pickaxe might be too fast. But no, and so like I'm saying like a lot, but just I really wanted to deliver it, deliver on this because I put out the idea of what I was going to do, and by putting out the idea, I felt like I was promising something, not knowing whether or not I could deliver on it. Um, and so I just kind of put all this pressure on myself to just do it perfectly. Uh, and that's not super realistic. I think this is looking okay though. I think it needs to that. I'm not super sure how I want the inside to look yet. Um, that's nope. Okay, but we're gonna try and cut down on costs for as much as we can. Uh, I am by no means getting this done today. Just because, like I said, when I was testing in creative, um, it took me so many tries to get it to a place where I liked it, and this is survival. This is a little bit harder to but no, it's a little bit more difficult to kind of get it right where you want it, and you can't just take it down every time you're like, I'm not really sure if I like this or not. I mean, you can. It's just a pain. I think this is kind of shaping out fairly well. Also, I don't know if I pointed this out yet. But if you guys ever wonder why my FOV is so wide, it's actually precisely for this reason. It's so that when I'm building, I can go into third person and I can see exactly what I need to see. Like I don't have to change my settings at all to get the perspective I want, which is really nice. And if you're ever struggling with building, I really recommend it because it, like I said, it just you don't have to constantly try and find the perfect angle. Uh, you just have a wide angle. Um, which like some people they absolutely hate the wide FOV, and I totally get that because it is. I will say it is very difficult to get used to. Um, I have played with it on basically Quake Pro or the equivalent of Quake Pro. That doesn't look right. Um, yeah, no. But Quake Pro or the Bedrock equivalent of Quake Pro uh, for a really long time. And so this is not really shaping up how I want it to. I think maybe this. Yeah, that makes it more the curve I want. But no, yeah, like I was saying, I've played with it for so long at this point that it is totally normal to me. Uh, And so like I've gotten used to it. It does take a while to get used to. Full warning. So don't if you don't start with it. How is this? Yeah, how's this looking so far? Again, I did that wrong. Okay, I need to swap these guys. This is a very difficult balance to strike. Um, but I'm doing my best. Like that. Yeah, that rounds it out a lot more. I need to put slabs underneath there. Or okay, I see what I actually need to do. But yeah, so that's that's that, you know. I think if I do that, it might help kind of round it out a bit more. Um, like I said, I we're just freestyling at this point. I put it off long enough. But if you guys want to let me know in the comments how you think it'll look, how it looks so far, that would be super helpful. Cause I mean, I'm not gonna just like if you guys are like, man, this sucks, then I'll probably like try and shape it out off camera, um, and try and figure out if I can make it look a little better. But if you guys are like, eh, it doesn't look too bad, then I'll just leave it, even if it isn't perfect to me, because I need to start working on being okay with things not being perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is that a stair block? That is a stair block. Okay. And that's another thing with like, especially the bottom of a sphere. Sorry, my headset was slipping. But the bottom of a sphere is it's really difficult to see how the angle looks from the inside. Like from the inside, this looks fantastic. I don't see a problem with it. Uh, but then like you can look from the outside and it's like, oh no. Uh, I fell. Okay, so I just want to make sure this is all symmetrical because like this is a very complex shape and it's very easy to like miss something and make it wrong. Um, so that and then that. Yeah, okay. So this is boom boom boom. I know that much. Okay. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. And then along the top is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do that as well. Uh, okay, didn't catch that. But yeah, so I think I said in the last episode, the reason I am building this out of quartz is because if I went with the deep slate, I feel like it would connect too much and not really look like its own build. So I need to. Is that a stair? Okay, it's a stair. But yeah, and I don't really want that. I want this to be a separate entity. Like there's sort of stages of my house, like that you have the basement, which isn't visible from the outside. Um, and then you have the did I do that right? I think so. And then you have I don't know if I did that right. Hang on. Yeah, it's symmetrical. So I feel like this one's different though. Nope, it isn't. Okay. Um, but like you have the basement, then you have my first, like the start of my house. You have the Goomba, as I've taken to calling it. Um, and then I want the observatory to be another part. And they all have different functions. So I want them to be different builds, not all one build. Uh, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned in the last episode. But just in case I didn't, I wanted to make that clear. If, in case you were wondering why I was changing the grayscale. Okay. So I need to. This is annoying to place. It's that's another annoying thing about working with like stairs and slabs is uh like you constantly have to change how you're placing things for you to be able to place things adjacent to them. Uh which is rather it's a rather annoying little quirk to have to deal with. The other thing that's really annoying about this is, as I pointed out, it's not. This is way. This width. This way is words. No. But this side is an odd width, and it is. Um. So it's one block longer than this side is, and so that was another thing that made it very difficult to make this look good. Uh. On, like when I was doing tests of it. But I do think that it has come out rather nicely. Um, and hopefully you guys agree. uh, or like by the end of this, I hope you guys agree. Uh, but it has been a journey and very fair. Okay, so that's a full block with a stair next to it. Okay. But yeah, so I'm hoping by the end of this episode, you guys agree that it looks pretty good. Um, but also like if not, totally understand. It's I've struggled, so don't think you're hurting my feelings if you have to be like, hey, yeah, buddy, you missed the mark. Uh, like I mean, say it in a polite way, please, but like don't think you're being mean by saying that because I would prefer you guys tell me if something looks bad than you guys not like it and just live with it in my world. Um, because like I think that one it's not fair to me because I like if you guys are upset with me for it, I don't have the opportunity to like fix it because I don't know that you guys don't like it. Um, I think man, this is a really awkward area to do this. How does this look decent? I think so. Um, so it's not fair to me because I don't realize that you guys don't like it. So I can't fix it. I can't fix it if I don't know what the problem is. Uh, but also it's not fair to you guys because like I you guys shouldn't have to watch my videos and like every single time you see this because it's gonna be a prominent part of my base. But like every time you guys see this, you're like, man, that is the ugliest thing I have ever seen. Why did he even build that in the first place? Um, like it'll suck to have to rebuild or build something different, but I would prefer that than I'd prefer that than you guys just absolutely hating it every time you see it on screen, which would be pretty often because like I said, this is a prominent part of my base. Um, but yeah, so if you guys don't like it, then just leave a comment. Uh, like totally understand. But also be understanding to the fact that like um there are some things where if you don't like it, I'm not gonna change my style, like my building style for you. There are things that I want to do to like make sure you guys have a good viewing experience, but I'm also not gonna change like I how do I want to word this so that it doesn't sound rude? Um, like I'm not gonna change who I am. Um, because like a lot of I've heard a lot of creators struggle with that. They're like, oh well, I need to be the person that the people want me to be. Um, and like to an extent that's true. Uh, like it's always good to like stay positive and uh like kind of keep your audience happy, but also at the same time like don't do it to the detriment of yourself. Like if every time you go to record you're just dreading it because you have to put on this mask that just doesn't feel like you. Like that's now you're being more harmful to yourself because you're you're putting yourself through something, and it's probably, I mean, depending on how well the viewers know you, like it could end up making your content not as watchable because you're not going to be giving as much energy as you could. I need to go look at this side. Oh, nuggets. I'll go to sleep. But yeah, so that's kind of wanted to get that out there. I don't know how many of you are like in the recording biz, the biz, you know. But I don't know how many of you like actually record videos or how many of you are just like passive watchers because I was that for a long time. Um, and I say this like I'm a big enough person to like have a proper following and know what I'm doing. I say this almost every episode. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just like my advice from like as a person to like not change who you are. I might. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Just to make this easier on myself, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this side. Dang it! Just yeah, yeah. Okay. But no, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this side, and then I will have that open in another window. And that should help me not have to keep bouncing back and forth. Uh, but yeah, no. So, like I said, if you guys don't like it, like let me know. But as I said, at the same time, I'm not gonna change my person. If you guys don't like a build or something like that, let me know. If you guys don't like my personality, then you don't have to watch. Like I prefer like I I enjoy having people that like come to watch me. It's a very unique like uh hang on. Need to like it's a very unique experience that I've never had before, and it is actually rather entertaining. Like it feels really good to see people enjoying the things I'm putting out. It feels like I'm making a difference. Um however uh like at the same time nobody's forcing you to watch it. Uh, man. Okay. So fifth is that, right? Oh, this is difficult. Okay, I think. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bing, 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 bing. Uh, this is a very difficult angle to do. I don't know why I got so dark in this video. Wow, that like that topic was just suddenly very like, hey, if you don't like that, if you don't like my content, then too bad. I don't know why I got that is. Ooh, sorry guys. Uh, that was weird. Okay, so then from here, it's a slab. Okay, so it's a slab there. Let's do this because this will help me. And this is I was gonna say this should be a staircase. Uh, all right. And then really don't care, really don't care, really don't. Walking in the park just the other day, baby. What if? What if there was some? Dun, 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 dun. I really don't know, no, no. I really don't know, no, no. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this is actually going faster than I anticipated, but I also haven't. I guess I have enough done now that I can kind of look from. Okay, I think it's coming along pretty nice. I haven't done the bottom yet, because I want. That's the bottom. Like that bottom little curve is actually one of the easiest things. It's doing this weird ring around the center. That's one of the harder things to do. Rockets. It's like, why did I come back here? Okay. Uh. Oh. Ah. These are only tier 1 rockets, and like, it feels like I'm just being flung around. uh. I actually, in most survival worlds, I eventually get to the point where I will just make each tier of rocket because I uh because like I like having which tier 2 I don't really need. But it feels weird having tiers 1 and tiers 2 or tier 2. But no, I do that because otherwise if you are like when you're flying around your base, it's really nice to have tier 1 rockets to do building. When you are um going long distances, you want more like tier 3 rockets because then you can go further. Uh but oh man, I really just did that, didn't I? And I'm gonna go do the same thing. Well, I will let me. Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna say all the things inside words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, oh, the way that things have been. Oh, something is not right over there. Something is not lining up here. Yes. Why? Okay, I'm gonna go do the same thing and take another screenshot of this side to see what's wrong. Oh, I might actually finish this little bottom section by the end of this video. And if not, I'll just make it a little longer than normal. Because I'm at 30 minutes right now, so I will just do that. I'll make it like 35 minutes instead. Okay, so and I said, hey, yeah, hey, hey, I said, hey, what's going on? Ah, okay. Those two stairs need to just move forward a block. Okay, that makes sense. Ow! That didn't actually hurt as much as I thought it was going to. Alright. So this needs to go here instead, and this needs to go here. Not there. It needs to go here instead, which means I believe this is supposed to be that? Does that look correct? No? Did I make it a full block, maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing at this point. Shh. Don't tell. I don't know who you would tell. Alright, do this. And then we're gonna bam. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. And then I need to move this guy and this guy. And that guy goes out of the way. I really don't know, no. I really don't know, no. So this goes there, and then this goes there. Which these two I make into full blocks because it's gonna make it way easier for me to place. Yeah, so we're just gonna do all four of those full blocks. And then, hang on, what? Yeah, okay. And then this, boom, boom. These are all slabs. Yeah, okay. And then I do this, break this, and then it's 2 stairs. Okay. I need to do this side as well. I never finished this side. Okay, so we make all of these full blocks. And then I believe it was this, and this. Okay, let's do a fly around, see what it looks like. I actually really like the shape of that. By the way, it's not gonna be a perfect sphere. Oh no. No. Oh, I thought that was gonna blow up my base. That would have sucked, especially my storage room. But I'm thinking of doing like a small like under disc, kind of like a UFO, and then the top part will be a dome. just because I think the full sphere, like that full sphere, would look a little too much, like for how shallow this little pit is. But yeah, so I think I'll leave that there for this episode. And I'm just gonna end the episode here and then go straight into recording the next one, where I will be continuing to build this. So, yep, I will. Let's yeah, we'll do a nighttime outro. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one, which should be relatively soon. Bye.